you need to have Rick Goodman working with you guys. Let me tell you that it was an excellent week. He spent the entire week with us, working with every team leader and manager in this company, and it was excellent.
Dr. Rick's a true professional. He's an author. He's an entrepreneur. He gets and understands what the small business guys go through each and every day. He's able to connect with them on a very high level. He's enthusiastic. He's charismatic. He's knowledgeable, great information.
I just want to thank Dr. Rick this morning. Amazing presentation that you gave us, very insightful. I can't even say it fits so perfect with Transformation 2020, and we're going to take the tools that you taught us and use it in our business. Thank you again.
To come to the other side of the world and totally wow an audience was not what I was expecting. Dr. Rick was engaging, he was funny, he was informative. He took us on a journey for 45 minutes and he transformed lives.
I just attended Dr. Rick's class, and as I was telling him, I have a graduate degree and I took an entire graduate course study in transformational leadership, and I learned more in 1 hour than I did in 12 weeks. Excellent teacher, excellent subject matter, great delivery.
Now I had a chance to see Rick speak on stage. It's my first time seeing him speak. People are telling me about this guy. I've not seen him, but when I saw him, oh my God, what talent, what powerful stories, what powerful engagement. Rick is a true pro, and I urge you to work with this guy because he will transform your organization through his powerful message.
I've known Rick for a while and I had not seen him speak, and he blew me away. The connection with the audience, the rawness, like you see so many speakers that don't just tell it from the heart. Rick does that, and he moved me emotionally, and it made me want to go and do more things.
I've been working with Rick Goodman for the last 2 years. It's been not only like a pleasant journey, but also like a very inspiring and growing process. He has the skill set, the patience, and the drive to help me being a better leader, a better person.
I think the most important thing that I've learned personally on my path to self-improvement is self-awareness, understanding what your real weaknesses are, not only the way you perceive them, but the way other people perceive them. I think Rick has helped us all increase our game, make us a lot more effective, and we're well on our way to scaling this business exactly how we planned 3 years ago when we first started out with Rick.
I've been working with Rick Goodman for the past 2.5 years, and he's been extremely helpful in getting me prepared to transform the sales organization so we can achieve new sales success. Couldn't have done it without him.
We just saw a presentation by Dr. Rick, and it's very, very inspiring, especially when he talks about the steps and the necessary follow-ups that we have to do so he doesn't leave any gaps.
Hi, I'm Howard Seymour from Neutrona. I'm responsible for commercial operations at the company. I've been working with Dr. Rick for a couple of years now. I think what's been interesting about working with him is at first you have to get a little bit used to the straight talk approach, and then you kind of walk away from it and you realize that it was so nice to finally hear somebody tell you something to your face that was honest and straightforward, and it's given me a chance to reflect upon strengths and weaknesses and ways that I can develop myself personally and professionally, and he's become a really trusted advisor for me, and I'm really grateful for the time that we've had together.
We have the privilege of having Dr. Rick being our coach. Tremendous energy, tremendous passion and drive that he's coached us through in many different stages within the last couple of years, and we can't wait to see what tomorrow brings us with his help.
I had an opportunity this morning to listen to Dr. Goodman give a presentation on business motivation and personal goal setting, and I will be able to take away a lot of what he said and use it both in my personal life and in my business.
I have been to many trainings, many conferences, and Dr. Rick Goodman's presentation this morning was the top of the heap. Can't thank him enough for all that information. I'm going to take it back and use it big time.
I really enjoyed his energy. He was very positive. He reinforced what we do here at ADT, which is so very important with protecting homes and families. It's always nice to be reminded about what we do that's unique every single day that we can be proud of. So it was very nice of him to recognize that. And then also reinforcing that it's all about attitude. You can accomplish anything if you just have the right frame of mind and the right attitude, and getting yourself out of that negative space in your mind and staying focused on what you're trying to accomplish. So it was great. I loved it. Made me feel real good leaving, and ready to take that back to business.
Dr. Rick, he was very good. It was a great presentation. I mean, from the very beginning, his analogy that really stood out to me, I really liked his presentation of the crab mentality versus the bamboo mentality. I mean, it was a good example. The crabs, you know, like if they're trying to get out of the struggle in the bucket and one crab starts going, they pull them down and back. They kind of suck you back down with the rest of the crowd and eat each other alive. The bamboo, just showing the success, it takes a lot, and it takes a lot of groundwork, the back end that people don't see, where you have to sit there for years. When you plant a bamboo tree was the example, and you have to water that thing for 4 to 5 years with zero growth whatsoever. But once it takes off and you go from nothing to 70 feet of growth in 1 year, it was a great analogy. Kind of took me in, and just his whole presentation top to bottom was excellent.
Got to see Rick speak last night. Blown away. His content was great. His stories were entertaining. Wish I could see him again tonight.